Hey guys, I'm Danielle and this is Bokara, and if you're new here, welcome. So today we're gonna talk strategy. I will link a video below, but I have come up with a new game for the end of the year to help us either catch up on some series or finish some series. This is called Seriously Series, and today we are going to talk seriously strategy. So I came up with a list of books books, imagine that, that I only need to read one more to either complete the series or to be caught up with currently published works. There are 11 books on this list. So I'm going to run through my books and then we're going to talk about the game board a little bit. Maybe I can clear some things up. Maybe I can give you some ideas for your own strategy. So first on this list, we have Nevermore. Actually, we have Hollowpox, which is the third book in the Nevermore series. This is by Jessica Townsend. And the fourth book, which is Silverborn, is releasing in September of 2024. So if I read Hollowpox, I will be caught up with this series' currently published works. Then we have Blood Traitor, The Blood Traitor by Lynette Noni. This is the third and final book in the Prison, I was like, in the Prison Healer series. Why have I not finished this? I flew through like the first couple, no problem. For some reason I get to that last book and I maybe I don't want it to end. I don't know, but this is on here. And then we have the third book in the Three Rancheros series, which is Beverly Right Here. And now that I'm thinking about this, I read these out of order, but I think this is still the third and final book. I love these books so much. And they're such quick reads. So this is happening. This is for sure happening. Ship of Destiny, the third book in the Live Ship Traders trilogy by Robin Hobb. I am reading this in October with Chaz at Bookish Chaz. Yeah, I mean, my thoughts are just all over the place, but this will definitely be happening. So very, very excited. Very excited. Maybe not so much about the page count, but it'll be fine. Okay, and then looking at my list, I realized I missed one because it's on audio. The fifth book in the Truly Devious series is, book 5, is 9 Liars, and this is by, why am I drawing a blank? Okay, sorry. 9 Liars is by Maureen Johnson. I can actually listen to the audiobook on Scribd, so that will be happening. That will get me completely caught up with that series. I don't know if there's meant to be any more, but anyway. Okay, then I will also be reading, do not have a physical copy of this one, I will be reading The Mask Falling by Samantha Shannon. This is book 4 in the Bone season, and I'll be reading this with Bookstara. If you don't know about Bookstara, that is the yearly read-along that I host with Amy at A-Star Reads and Paige at Pages with Paige. So that will also be happening in October. So for sure we're doing Ship of Destiny. For sure we're doing The Mask Falling. And then we have Out of My Heart by Sharon Draper. This is the book that comes after Out of My Mind. And this is just a 2-book series. This is middle grade. And this should be a fairly quick read too. Third and final book in Arc of a Scythe by Neil Shusterman. This is The Toll. I've been sitting on this one partially because I've heard mixed things, and I love this series, and so I'm a little hesitant, like, to read anything that could potentially take away of my love. So, or from my love. So I'm gonna read this, and I'm gonna try to read it like I never heard anything. Like I'm still just crazy about this, and this is gonna be the best third book ever. Strategy. Okay, so then we have the Gate Cycle series, which the first book was Marrow Charm, and the book I need to read is called Skin Curse. This is by Kristen Jacques, or I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but I'm kind of curious about this series because I did enjoy the first book, and I'm hoping to enjoy the second book, obviously, but it's kind of weird. I don't know. There was a third book maybe planned. I don't know what happened in the next book. If you guys know anything about this, will you tell me? Because I'm kind of confused. Anyway, if I read Skin Curse, I will be caught up with that series. Then we have Untethered by Kaylin Flanders. This is the book that comes after Shielded. This is just a 2-book series. Loved Shielded. I had to wait for this book to come out, and now I've had it for a hot minute. Anyway, so there's a pattern here. There's a pattern here. We're finishing this. We're wrapping this up. Amazing book. Amazing cover art. Oh, okay. And then finally, was this 11? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. Okay. Okay. It just felt really fast. Okay. And then lastly, we have Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. This is the 7th book in Harry Potter. I know there's been some Harry Potter related controversy. Let's not dwell on that, okay? Because we can still love Harry Potter. I can anyway. Anyway, I just got unfollowed. Okay, so this is 7. This is 7 in Harry Potter. I haven't read the 6th book. It's been 4 years. It was October 2019. And this one's just kind of hanging out there. Anyway, I think this is a really good time of year for Harry Potter. So yeah, I mean, with the spooky season, with holidays, I feel like this is good. So I'm actually looking forward to this. I mean, I think I know what happens because I've seen the movies, but it's fine. It's fine. The books are total experience. Okay, so thank you for listening to my rambling. As far as the game board goes, I'll put it right there-ish. I was looking at this thing, and if you read a middle grade right off the bat, you get to jump ahead to circle number 4, and then you get to take the ladder down to circle number 20. If you read a middle grade, that's the last in a series. So, like, I should probably do that. I'm thinking about doing that, especially with Beverly right here, because this will be such a quick read, and then I can jump into Ship of Destiny. Ooh, whoa. Ship of Destiny, and then The Mask Falling. And both of those will be a full jump ahead for fantasy series. And then I'll really just need to read one more book, one more last in a series book to finish. All of the books in this stack are either middle grade or fantasy. So, yeah. I don't know what that tells you about me as a reader. But, so yeah. I hope this has given you some ideas about strategy. I could just like knock out all my fantasy at once. I could just knock out all my middle grade at once, but I think because I already have those reading commitments for October, that's why I'm kind of leaning toward the fantasy. So, and then I don't know if there's any question about this, but when you get to the end of the board, so like say, and I don't have the board in front of me. Okay, now I do. So say I read Beverly right here. I move to circle 4. I take the ladder down to circle 20. Then I read Ship of Destiny. I move ahead to circle 25. And then I read The Mask Falling. I move ahead to circle 31. These are red. These are all color coordinated. Then I'm saying I would only need to read one more because the next fantasy and or middle grade circle would just take me like right off the end of the board. So yeah, I had a question come up about, so say I read the next book in a series, but it's not a book that would help me finish, like that would be the last book in a series or would get me up to date on currently published books. So say I'm on circle number 1 and I jump ahead to circle number 2 because I read a book in a series, but it didn't finish the series. The question was, then do I have to then read a romance because romance would coincide with the orange colored circle? The answer is no, unless you want to. Yeah, I think, and the only other question that came up really was just about what I was planning to read. So I hope this video kind of answers that. I do want you guys to go ahead and use this video as an opportunity to go ahead and start recommending some books to put in my bucket for the drawing when we get to the end of the board, because if I've calculated correctly, I'm going to be to the end of the board in 4 books. That's the plan. And then we're going to start again. So I'll do a drawing when I get to the end of the board, and I definitely need some books in the bucket. So again, just as a reminder, those books that I draw out of the bucket will be the first books I read in 2024. So I'm very excited about that. I think that's all for this video. If you guys have any additional questions, go ahead and post those in the comments. Again, if you have a book recommendation for me, post that in the comments. If you have a strategy of your own to share, I would love to hear. And yeah, if you've watched this far, thank you guys so much. I'm really excited. I'm anticipating potentially vlogging or doing some kind of at least weekly update on my progress. So you guys have that to look forward to. I'm just so happy. I'm so happy that October is almost here. So that is all for now. I hope you guys are having a lovely day, and I will see you very soon with a new video. Bye.